I know it's been a minute since we did the self-publishing news, but I have some news coming back into things. In fact, it was kind of hard sorting through some of this stuff. I feel like we're just going to have to rapid fire in order to actually get a decent self-publishing news segment. Bookvault actually expands its distribution to another avenue, and also they opened up a print option that no other platform is offering right now that you definitely will want. Wall Street Journal bestseller list. Rest in peace. We loved you while you lasted, but and then Audible, yep, my favorite company when it comes to audiobook distribution, and I say that sarcastically, is distributing to a new region. All that in self-publishing news for November the 13th of 2023. Of course, let's just get right on into things. I want to, of course, give a big shout out to the fine folks over at Dibbly Create. They are the sponsors of today's video. I love them for many reasons. They're my cloud-based word processing software, and they're now running a Black Friday sale for 25% off. When you visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/dibblycreate, use the coupon code BlackFriday25. I've got that coupon code. You'll want to utilize that. Now, if for some reason you're a bit cash strapped and you still want to use the cloud-based word processing system with AI integration, you can still use the free option. Just visit that affiliate link. You're not obligated to anything. So that's dalelinks.com/dibblycreate. And of course, use that coupon code all the way to November the 30th for 25% off. That's Black Friday 25. Share it with somebody who would enjoy that as well. Let's go ahead right into the big news for the past week. That is Bookvault. They are a print-on-demand distribution platform. And more recently, they actually are offering to sell your books via Wix. This is a big victory. Our direct integration allows automatic fulfillment when you sell books with Wix. Print as you sell and ship to customers worldwide in an automated system. Okay, that is really cool because I know a lot of authors out there that currently utilize the free version of Wix to actually host their website, which is, probably not my preferred way of doing things, but when you're cash strapped, you just try to use what you can. And the fact that you can start doing direct sales on your free site means that you can start making sales on your free Wix site or premium Wix site if you wanted to. Take that money and invest it back into the site so you can get premium Wix or any other of those options. So that is really, really cool. Big shout out to Bookvault for making this available. And speaking of, they've been teasing about it for a while. Oh, they can do book bundles in Bookvault now. Okay, before you get too excited, all right, I have to address the fact that it is book bundles as in a box set, meaning that you get a physical box set. You have your hardcover or you have your paperback and you can put it into a box that is fully branded. Yeah, it has all your artwork on it and everything else. That is really cool. Now there is a limitation. I know. We can't get too excited. Box sets are only available through UK distribution right now. Now, I know Bookvault is probably working their faces off trying to get distribution for the box set everywhere else. But for the time being, we at least have this as an option. So if you've always wanted to do the physical print books box set, I know there's so many times people say box set and they say, the digital version, like that's not really a box set. That's just a collection. Whereas a box set, this is physical. I'm smiling, I'm grinning ear to ear. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I'm smiling for good reason because this excites me beyond measure. So shout out to Bookvault, really awesome. You guys wanted more details about Bookvault, go over to bookvault.app to get more details. And by the way, there is an upload fee through their platform, but if you use the coupon code for BVDale, that's BV as in Bookvault Dale, D-A-L-E, BV Dale will waive the next 3 upload fees for you. So just as a fair warning, they do have those upload fees, and it's their way of kind of mitigating any type of people that are just going to spam their platform with a bunch of low content garbage. Not saying that low content books are all garbage, but it's how they pretty much prevent, especially the people that are spamming with AI books and things like that. Go to bed. All right, moving a little further forward. Oh man, this was actually bad news. If you've been wanting to become a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, well, those days are over. The Wall Street Journal drops its bestseller list. The Wall Street Journal stopped running its weekly bestseller list. The final lists were carried in the past weekend's editions. The paper ran a total of 6 fiction and nonfiction lists, as well as a hardcover business list. All were powered by Circana BookScan. So this is where it comes into play. because apparently Wall Street Journal confirmed that their contract with Circana expired and they're not planning to renew it. They added all the other aspects of the paper's book coverage will continue as usual. So I know it sucks. It was an option that a lot of self-published authors could be able to get a much wider reach and a way to kind of market their book to a wider audience, and it's gone. And I have no jokes. It sucks. It sucks on so many levels. So hopefully they bring it back someday. Hey, Drafted Digital has a couple of good pieces of news. One of them, I wouldn't say it's, crazy news, but Scribd, the first company to offer a reading subscription service and one of Drafted Digital's largest retail partners, has changed the name of its reading and knowledge product to Everand. That's spelled Everand. So in the days and weeks and months ahead, you may notice the name change on some areas of Drafted Digital's website, such as our partner page or within sales reports. We didn't want you to be confused. There is nothing that you need to do. Any hyperlinks you may have created to direct readers to your books at Scribd will still work. Now, why are they changing? According to Scribd's website, the company has separated its content to make it easier for readers to find what they want. Everand is where readers can access ebooks, audiobooks, podcasts, magazines, newspapers, sheet music, and more. Sheet music, I didn't know that. Scribd will remain the name of the corporate entity and massive digital library for things like legal documents, manuals, and academic papers. The company also offers SlideShare, where readers can download professional materials such as presentations and infographics. Interesting. Other piece of news from Drafted Digital, they are warning you should order your author copies and proofs before the holiday rush. Boy, we're getting into it. They said for customers in the US, we recommend ordering by November 24th to ensure holiday delivery. For those in the UK and Australia, please order by December the 1st. This is going to go for any of the platforms that you're self-publishing to. There will be delays. There are just ridiculous delays this time of year. It is print on demand. If you happen to be doing it, there's going to be a lot of people ordering stuff and a lot of people ordering stuff all at the same time. So it's going to create a lot more slower fulfillment time. So just be aware of that. And especially when it comes to if you're planning to publish during this time of year, you're going to want to make sure, hopefully you've already planned it well in advance, because otherwise you're going to run into some real issues. Speaking of Drafted Digital, did you guys catch my recent interview with Kevin Tumlinson? He is now the former marketing director for Drafted Digital, and it has just been announced that Kevin Tumlinson assumes the role of CEO for BookSweeps. Now, BookSweeps is the global pioneer of platform and email list building tools for authors and publishers. And they are now putting Kevin Tumlinson, good friend of mine. I have to put the good friend of mine portion right there ahead of that, because he's having so much success. Love me some Kevin. Big congratulations to him in getting that role at BookSweeps. I will give you more details about BookSweeps, I'm sure, going into 2024. I'd love to do a case study with them. And it's just kind of a way that we could, see how the platform functions and how, well it works for authors out there. And speaking of authors and working, boy, I tell you what, I walked back on a promise I made to you guys some time ago. I said I wouldn't do another virtual conference again last year. I'm doing a virtual conference again, but this time I'm not promoting it. All right. I'm just going to tell you guys where it's located at, and it's up to you if you want to take part in it. It is the Authorpreneur Summit that's hosted by a good friend of mine, April Cox of Self-Publishing Made Simple. It will be on December the 4th to the 8th. It's 100% free to do it. Yes, there's going to be some upsells and upgrades. You can go ahead and do that. But I would say if you want to get in the know with this, go over, visit authorpreneursummit.com, because there's going to be over 35 industry leading experts and authorpreneurs. Everyone from, well, I'm not going to mention myself because that just feels weird. Dave Chesson, Brian Cohen, Mark Lefebvre, Ricardo Fayette. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Julie Broad. This is a veritable who's who of the best in the industry. You're going to learn so much between December the 4th to the 8th. You want to get more details, again, go over to authorpreneursummit.com. And that is that. Let's go over. Hey, I want to give a big mention here to a friend of this channel, as well as the founder of the Alliance of Independent Authors, Orna Ross. Orna Ross more recently launched a Kickstarter campaign, and the Kickstarter campaign is for Go Creative Planning Program for Authors and Poets. Learn an innovative planning program for writing and publishing books from the founder and director of the Alliance of Independent Authors. She has already made funding, all right? So any of the stuff that you end up backing from this point on is just gravy. It's great. But I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go and support the cause, because Orna is a legend. She knows what she's doing, and for as little investment as £10, you can be able to get a quick start sample kit and PDF and video. Not bad. There's many other perks you can go ahead and look into. So go on over and visit that link that I have inside the show notes as per usual. Moving a little further forward, the fine folks over at Publish Drive shared some information. If you are selling fiction books or you're publishing them, sell to Dream Reading App. Now, Dream is spelled D-R-E-A-M-E. The Dream Reading App. Are you a fiction writer or publisher looking for a hot market to sell in? As one of Publish Drive's top channels for book sales, don't miss out on the Dream Reading App, most popular for fiction works. To fully maximize your reach and selling potential, you want to publish wide in every market as you can. Let's go over what the Dream Reading App is and how it got started. Or how to get started. This write-up goes over what is the Dream app, why is it worth it, how does it work, what are the royalties, how to sell to Dream Reading app. All those details are going to be featured in there. It is really a pretty big deal because Publish Drive distributes to many other platforms, including places like, you ready for this? Amazon. Yeah. Places like Amazon, places like Kobo, places like Google Play Books. They hit all these avenues. And for them to say that the Dream Reading app is one of their top sales channels makes me kind of sit up into attention. So it's great information. All right. Moving a little further forward. Hey, a real quick affiliate plug here. I just want to let you guys know that I am an affiliate for Pro Writing Aid, and they are having a Black Friday sale. If you've been on the fence about getting Pro Writing Aid, now's the time to get it. Pro Writing Aid is my preferred grammar checking tool. I use it for everything in my editing process. Not everything. I use human editors too, obviously, but I use it a lot for many things and all their different reports. Between November the 13th to the 28th, they're doing 50% off for a limited time. Go over to dalelinks.com/pro-writing-aid. You can get that 50% off any of their annual plans or their lifetime plans. I recommend, if you have the discretionary expense, get the lifetime access. There are so many people that would agree with me on this one. Is so worth it. I paid full retail value of it a number of years ago, not knowing that they were going to do Black Friday sales like this. And I don't see them doing a 50% off sale until probably next year this time. And I can't promise that. I don't have any insider news on this one, this information here, but I would recommend, if you want to get the best grammar checking tool on the market today, go on over to my affiliate link, dalelinks.com/pro-writing-aid. Get it for 50% off while you have the chance to. All right. Hey, I did mention my favorite company in Audible is launching a new service in Brazil. So they're expanding their reach to another area. So this is really cool. Now, will we be able to access that through Audiobook Creation Exchange? Remains to be seen, because Audible is available in other countries. But I got my fingers crossed that eventually there will be some integration of ACX to distribution in Brazil and some of the other areas like Spain, where it's inaccessible to us in ACX. There's that. So that's pretty good news. And speaking of good news, have you ever thought about turning your book into a comic book? All right, I think there's going to be some comic book artists out here. They're going to lose their minds. My apologies. I'm just going to share the information for you. DashTune uses AI to turn storytellers into comic artists. DashTunes wants to make anyone with a story to tell into a comic artist, even if they can't draw. It provides aspiring comics creator with a suite of generative AI tools and a publishing platform that releases new episodes daily for impatient readers. Let me give you the TLDR. Here's the really nice thing is, one, when you create the work through DashTunes, it is not being, their AI is not trained on other art off of their platform. So it's all done on platform. So if you're worried about, the AI pretty much plagiarizing or pilfering any portion of a person's artistic, inputs and such, that's just not possible. They've kept it all pretty much one place, one platform. So the AI that's being trained is being trained on their platform alone. So that part is really, really nice. I am really excited about this because from a fiction author standpoint, I have a feeling going into 2024, when I finally get back into the fiction writing, I want to look into this option, just play around with it and see what come of it. I have watched a couple of videos about DashTune. It's not super easy. All right. It will take some time to kind of get it all, laid out properly, but it is really cool. But if you're anti-AI, then I totally understand if this platform is not for you. But for those of you out there that might want to look into something like this, might want to consider that. All right, last but not least, the fine folks over at BookBrush are now offering social media management. This is kind of cool. At BookBrush, we're thrilled to present a solution that not only elevates your author brand, but also grants you the precious time to craft the books of your dreams while we maximize your online presence. Our full-service social media management awaits. Book a free consultation to learn more. You get to chat with Kathleen Sweeney. Big shout out to Kathleen. Love me some Kathleen. She's such a sweetheart, one of my good friends. And that is all I have for the self-publishing news for November the 13th of 2023. What did you think about some of those items? I'd love to hear from you over in the Discord community. Join me over on Discord at dalehanks.com/Discord. Till next week, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you later, folks. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.